Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary, great to see you again.
Same. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I believe Tom Sneddon, Director of PACE, already answered some questions. I was wondering if you could swear him in. I can follow those line of questions on PACE.
You're asking Mr. Sneddon?
Yes. Yeah, I wonder if you could swear him in and we can
Sneddon, would
continue
you
that
come
line of
forward
questioning.
and raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give is true to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you, Mr. Sneddon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let's start out first with House Bill 946, which was signed into law about 3.5 months ago. I asked Department of Revenue. They did come back from questions. I have their letter here for Chairman Saylor and Markosik, dated February 23rd, 2017. It's found on page 3. Questions were asked about savings realized from the passage of House Bill 946 during the legislative session. Projected savings associated with House Bill 946 totaled $16.2 million in 16-17 and $23.6 million in 17-18. The provisions relating to PACE and PACENet program payments revised the pharmacy reimbursement to the National Average Drug Acquisition Cost, NADAC, with a dispensing fee of $13 per prescription, which took effect November 21st, 2016. That fee was increased from $4 to $13, correct?
Correct.
Yes. Let me answer first.
According to the CMS final outpatient drug rule published last year, aren't all state Medicaid programs mandated to change their pharmacy reimbursement formulas from traditional estimated compendium benchmarks like wholesale acquisition costs to an actual cost-based formula like NADAC, plus increase the professional dispensing fee to reflect their actual cost to dispense like we did with PACE?
Yes.
All right. Isn't Medicaid required to move to NADAC or a similar transparent acquisition cost-based ingredient cost formulary by April 1st and increase their dispensing fee to offset the cut on the ingredient cost side?
Yes.
So the dispensing fee won't be the same as PACE?
I can't answer what the dispensing fee is going to be for the state Medicaid fee-for-service prescription drug program. That is something that Department of Human Services that's responsible for that current program is working on. They know they've conducted a survey. They engaged Mercer to conduct that survey on their behalf with regard to what their potential costs might be. And I believe DHS is poising itself in order to share that information with folks later on in the month of March.
Is Medicaid currently using the same ingredient cost formula as PACE?
I couldn't answer that because I oversee the PACE program, not the Department of Human Services program.
Tom, do you know?
Yes, we use the NADAC, the National Average Drug Acquisition Cost, which is what we're using.
Okay. The administration is proposing to drastically reduce the dispensing fee in PACE, which Governor Wolf agreed to with his signature on November 21st, 2016, but not revert back to the old ingredient cost benchmark, which was AWP, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, again, part of this is the governor's budget, the dispensing fee for PACE under the Medicare Assistance Fee Program for the exact same drugs. Again, $45 million in savings under that, correct? And that's part of the lottery fund savings and part of the total $90 million of cost savings for the merger, correct?
Correct.
But at this point, since there's no real connection between PACE and the Medicaid requirement, as it's supposed to be revenue neutral, correct? Any savings through a formulary change has to be offset with a dispensing fee increase, correct?
You're referring specifically to the CMS final rule?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So that kind of ends my questioning on that. I have a great concern with the administration backtracking from a bill that was just signed into law 3.5 months ago, particularly since it was a negotiating piece. And I think Tom and I worked on 3 years ago, starting the process of that bill, trying to get it formalized. And I think there was even work under the Rendell administration to make those changes as well. Also note the $45 million in savings, which we basically verified cannot happen is on half the consolidation of cost savings moving forward. I think there'll be some more questions on the overall consolidation savings marked at $90 million moving forward as $45 million are out. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.